Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Hey, everybody. I'm Eric. I'm making a game. It's called The God Killer. It's a tale of the afterlife. It's a tale of a world just only slightly like our own and people in it that seem to be human, but maybe there's something a little bit different. And been making it for a while now. About half a year, something like that. I have a progress every day counter, which is right up here. That's the number of consecutive days in a row that I've made some progress on the game. And today, it's a tough one to make progress because I was at work for 10 hours, which is a long time for me. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as good at working 16-hour shifts as I used to be. I say that, but here I am after that 10-hour day doing maybe another hour of work, and I get a little bit of a second wind because it's my stuff. It expresses me. It's going to be me for the next hour doing my thing. And let me show you what I've been up to. Alright, so there's the face of M. I still have not gotten a chance to work on the issue with the colors that I complained about. But, okay, here's what the colors are supposed to look like. Boom, 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 boom. Got music running through my head. Materials, faces, face sheet. M face sheet. Alright, so if I just open this up in the preview, here we go. Bright, vivid colors. The reds I chose, the reds I loved, as opposed to a little bit faded out here, and the darks are no longer darker than the medium tones in the hair. In general, it looks kind of like a sort of a 1990s style scaling down to 256 colors or something along those lines. I've fiddled with the import settings on the texture, but anyways, today I'm not going to go into that. Let me show you, instead of griefing about all this, let me just show you what actually is good and works. So I hit the play button. You can show it a little bit better with that. Oh, I say that, but I've got maximize on play set, which won't let me change the motions while I'm playing very well. Once I hit play, I'm really committed to it. Okay, First I'll show it with maximized, and then I'll kind of back out of that. Alright, so the idea is the head or the face.
What
it'll show up
is this?
Only when the character has dialogue. It won't be above her head all the time. But right now I've got it artificially set to stay visible all the time because I'm doing a little bit of work with it. Okay, and then the part that is a little bit hard to see, there's probably some way to just unmaximize this while it's playing, but I haven't figured it out yet. It's not this, is it? Is that it? No. slowness. Slowness. I was just trying to show you just one little thing. Just one little thing. That's all I want. Where's the game? Where is the game? Come on. There we go. So, oh no, never to do that again. Unplay. Unplay. Which also takes a long time to unwind. I don't know why. Why would it? All I did is said to Unity, stop doing anything, and it still takes 10 to 15 seconds for it to stop playing. Okay, so the different emotions that can be displayed. Neutral. Afraid. Amused. Angry. Confused. I like 2D art. I like 2D art better than 3D for stuff like this. Happy, evil. Evil. I did evil and now this is happy. Irritated. Sad. Suspicious. Thinking. Alright. And for any of these, I can get even a little more variety out of it. So if I go to, say, sad, okay, that's kind of a normal sad face. If I just open the lids more, now she's distraught. Catatonic, morose. Or if I just want her to be kind of chill sad, just bring the eyelids down a little bit. So the amount that the eyes are open is just like a general energy multiplier for all the emotions. You can be kind of sleepy happy, you know, it was a hard day but you did everything you had hoped to do. You can be that kind of happy, or you can be manic happy, crazy happy with your eyes wide open. It's interesting what a simple modifier it is just to have your eyes open more or less. So I guess if you're ever trying to give the impression that you're just fine with the current situation and you're smiling, you remembered to smile, but your eyes are also really open wide, like so, you're not gonna make that person on the receiving side of your smile feel better about the situation. Probably not. You'll think I'm in some wacky runaway carnival show here. But if you just make an effort to just kind of close your eyes a little bit, you'll say, okay, things are under control. Things are cool. Things are alright. Alright, another thing I got going on here is I can move the eyes, the irises. I can have them look at different things. I won't demo the other part, but I can actually have encode a specific thing in the scene be the target of where the character looks. Still to come are the mouth animations, which will be the Preston Blair mouth chart or set of visemes. I've worked with those many times before. I've got all the code in place for them. I just got to do a little more drawing to make the 9 different mouth shapes in the Preston Blair configuration. So that's my demo of what I did in the last session. Now I'm going to move on to just a little bit of work for this session so I can claim my progress every day. As I said, I'm so tired, but I do have enough of a second wind to tackle one little task, one little thing. I'm going to take the audio that I picked to use from the previous session, Sunday's session, yesterday's session, and I'm going to edit it into shape so that it is ready to be put into the game. This will not be a live coding session. This will be a live audio engineering session. There's going to be waveforms. And I'm going to do a thing in this session that I hardly ever do, which is exit out of Unity. I have a suspicion that I'm not CPU starved on this machine, but like GPU starved. So if This is my thought. If I close down Unity, it may stop making as many requests for GPU operations. It's a theory, anyways. And the overall performance of my system will be improved. That is my theory, my hypothesis, I should say. It is testable. I am going to test it. And if that hypothesis is confirmed, then my overall theory may also be someday confirmed. God, I'm weird when I'm tired. Okay, closing down Unity. Closing down this PNG here. It's nice to close things. It just feels good. I'm just going to close a bunch of things. Oh, but I closed one too many things already. I can't over-close. Okay. This is where I've marked out some different audio files I'm going to want to edit on. They've got a little dot by them. Chelsea was going to like grab them all and put them together in one file for me. I said, no, don't do that. Don't touch them, because I already got these certain files marked out that I know I want to use. And it'll ruin my my system of organization. So let's close down Final Draft. It is fun to close things. If you ever have like a browser and it's just got like 40 tabs in it, and a lot of those tabs represent some kind of obligation or thought you sort of trailed off on, and you just close them all, it feels good. It can feel good. It can also feel like you're being extremely irresponsible. But if you're mostly right, that you didn't need to look at all those tabs, it feels good. What else can I close? I will close Visual Studio. So much good time I spent here in Visual Studio. Even though Visual Studio was abusive to me in many ways, I will not hold it against Visual Studio. Am I okay with just getting rid of this? I'm not okay with it. I gotta hold on to this. Okay. I gotta hold on to this at least until I make my edits. Okay. I think that's all I want to close. Oh, I'll close grab. There we go. Now I'm starting to feel like a sane person. Now I'm starting to feel like things are under control. Like I can smile with my lids half open instead of all the way open like a crazy manic person. Somebody is manic. I've heard it's like it's bad to say crazy now. I'm sorry. That might be like the dividing line between, you know, how like your parents say stuff like Oriental, but they're like too old to change their ways, so you just let it go. Like, just kind of roll your eyes at them and say, yeah, you should try to say Asian or the country the person's specifically from, and they'll try, but they'll still fuck it up. Crazy might be mine. Crazy might be mine, where I still say that's crazy, and like a whole bunch of younger people in the room just cringe and say, ooh, that makes people who are having mental problems feel uncomfortable. No, I understand. I've got friends that have mental problems. I do. I'm not that much of a dick. I've got friends that were manic depressive. One that's not with me anymore. I know. I feel for you. Okay. So I had picked out some of these, and whoa! That's funny though. I had really agonized over these two, and then suddenly I'm like thinking of reopening it and like considering it again. This one is funny though. Is that one? Okay. Okay. No, where's my... There's some other ones over here. Oh, here's the woe that I was gonna use. Alright, that one's good too. Okay, I'm going to stop second guessing Sunday Me. I'm just going to go with what Sunday Me said we should do. I'm just going to agree with that person. Okay, that means I'll delete these. I'll delete whatever I'm not using. Okay. Yeah, this one just sounds really useful. Nah, don't second guess myself. I already spent a solid hour listening to these. Not doing anything but just listening to them and like comparing one to the other and considering like which event in the game it should go to. And I'm just gonna trust me from Sunday. The decisions I made then. Let me grab up these in the same way. I'll combine them inside of one audio file. Okay. Okay. Take all these. Bam. Bring them over to the first one. And they're now combined. Okay. Now I want to get these sounding without fussing over it too much. Get them sounding a fair amount like the first session recordings. So I'm not saving these files to the originals because I want to keep the originals intact. Okay, so let me save this to my destination file so I don't accidentally overwrite the original. Okay, where did I put that? It would be God Killer, Work Assets, Dialogue, Paradise. M Screams. Alright, that part is saved. So then the other thing I need to do is bring up a longer line that I already... Oh, you know, I just bring up Paradise M. That's got all the stuff in. Okay, so these I've got all compressed, pretty heavily compressed.
Hell, I died. How did I...
Okay. So, these by contrast. So if I compress them the same amount, they're going to sound like ridiculously loud in comparison. So I don't want to compress them the same amount. I know it wants a little bit of compression, and I'm not going to try too hard to get these to sound like they were recorded in the same room conditions, etc. To really do that, you need some studio magic. Okay, have done it before, not going to do it now. So let's try -7 first. And I'll bring this up to -3, normalize it there. This is probably going to be loud. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. So...
Sure. Oh, wait.
Okay. Thankfully, I don't have normal dialogue playing right next to a screen. I think I can compress a little bit more. And the way that I compress is just really, really basic and unsophisticated. First, I do a hard limiter to just kind of, it's kind of like chopping off all the loudness. I won't try to explain it all the way. Then I do a normalize. And what this is really doing is not so much changing like the highest peaks, making them louder or softer, because the end result here of the last two operations I did has all the peaks coming up to -3, but it pulls up like the parts of the audio that were previously underneath the maximum loudness, and it makes them louder. So it makes the overall loudness of all these other parts closer to the max, or you could say that like the quiet parts become closer in volume to the loud parts. That's compression. Okay, I don't need this bump here. I think that might have been Chelsea simulating a drop from a height, which is cool. Just get a little Foley in there, but I don't need it. Don't need it. So let's fade that out at the end. See how that sounds. Oh, I did it too much. Too big of a fade. Let's see. Okay. Just fade that a little bit. If I want to, I shouldn't be fussing like this, but let's say if I just stick this on the end. That's actually kind of nice. So all I did, since I had to take the bump out, there was a little bit of abruptness to ending right there. So I just took some of the breath from another scream and just put it on the end. So I'll even tone that down just a little bit more. There. Alright, that's being fussy. This is placeholder. This is placeholder audio. I need to not be fussy. Okay. Here I'm just kind of deleting some of the dead space right before the attack of the sound, because I want when like an event plays for it to be heard right away. I don't want to wait a moment and then play. Fade that. Alright, let me put it all together just for kicks. Okay, that's all good. Okay, and let's add one more marker at the end for it to chop up right. Oh, I guess these are alphabetical. Huh. Let's call this end marker. Okay. Do I want to chop those yet? I always forget this part. Am I merging them? It's really unintuitive. So I have to, I think, merge them so they become a range. And then I deselect. Then I reselect. They should have done something better here. This took me forever to figure out. UI wise, it's just terrible. Okay, but I don't actually want to save them yet, because that's kind of like another part of my work. Okay, so let me.
Your hands.
Okay.
Your hands.
That's when I was thinking of replacing. So, I should probably just open up all the ones I marked out. And I am, just in case Chelsea is watching this at some point and she did not catch the rationale that I described in my previous session, I just want to say it. I'm not using all of these that you wonderfully put together because I want the polishing effort to happen not with this placeholder audio. I'm proving the concept that we can make a performance that will achieve the overall effect that we're after. And if we're 10% off on it, but I can still see that the effect of the performance is achievable, then we're in good shape, and I won't fuss any further. Move on to other stuff, get scripts for other parts of the game that are equally ambitious as this first level. By the way, I do think we hit the first level pretty well. But there was a lot of stuff here that arguably there were some better performances in a lot of these newer lines I got from Chelsea. I decided they had to clear a high threshold for me to take some extra time to edit them and replace what was already there. So that's why I'm leaving a whole bunch of these as is. I know Chelsea had reservations about the first round of recordings, and I'm kind of ignoring a little bit, but not in a disrespectful way. We just got to move the process along. We gotta be okay with it not being perfect. So let's see what we got here. At least one of these I picked to open up because I knew it would have a longer dead air. That's a good one right there. Okay. So for noise reduction, you grab a noise print from dead air. Okay. Then I'm going to try to apply the same noise print to the other audio files because I'm hoping they have a similar noise profile, meaning the noise is present in the same it's present in the same frequencies. It looks the same to me. It looks like they were all recorded in the same place. It just happens they're split into different audio files. And Chelsea was trying to do me a service there. I kind of like them all as one file, but okay.
I just walked toward.
Okay, so then let me take all of these and kind of combine them, because I can tell just by looking at them they were all recorded together in the same way, about the same volume. So that means to me that I should be able to get away with applying some common operations to them. Okay, so that was your hands. I did that one. Okay.
What is this? I don't get it.
Okay. Don't need that one. I just grabbed it for noise print. Might as well mark these. Okay. Okay. Let's close that one. This one's sure? Yep. Okay, close that one. I just walked toward.
I just walked toward.
Okay. Alright, so now I've got this similar task to what I just did, although here I have to be a little more careful or a little more accurate of making this audio be compressed and match the sound of the other audio I already have. So let me see how well I can do that. Hopefully they're recorded under pretty similar circumstances, although those are two separate sessions. Hard limiter at let's go deep. Let's do -24. It's like giving the sound a haircut. Just buzzing off the top of it with the razor. The information is all still there. Well, I should say the frequency information is all still there. All the distance between all these peaks is retained when I do that hard limiter, but the tops of the peaks that go past the hard limit, they're brought down so that they fit inside of the hard limit. After I've done that, I normalize, and that's just like it's a scaling operation. If the top peak has to be multiplied by 10 to get it to this new top peak I want it to at -3, then all of the peaks and valleys in these wave files, in this wave, they'll also be multiplied by 10. So it's like scaling it. Scaling it to reach a certain goal. Okay, let's see what that sounds like.
Your hands? But that sounds good. Sure. I just walked toward your...
Okay.
I just walked toward you.
Okay. If anything, the audio quality in this sounds better than the first round.
Your hands? But that sounds good.
So let me see how close it matches.
What is this place? Your hands.
Okay. Your hands versus...
Your hands? But that sounds good.
I really, really love this replacement line too, because it's got tremble in the hands.
Hands? But...
It sounds great.
Your hands? But...
Okay, but concentrate, Eric. Focus. What you want to do is get these sounding close to the same level, or sound close to the same. So, I think it must be pretty close now. Would more compression help it?
What is this? Your hands.
Versus.
But that... Your hands? But that sounds good. Sure. I just walked toward your hands? But...
I'm gonna try a little more compression, but I get the feeling that I'm probably at diminishing returns point where I'll either go flying past it, the best point, or I won't be able to make significant improvements. So let me just try it though.
Your hands? But that sounds good.
Okay, it got louder.
What is this place? Did I die? Sure. I just walked toward your hands? But that sounds good. Sure.
I think I got pretty damn close. So let me save it. Say M pickups, and I'll give it a date. (9/23). All right. So that is the end of my editing. Oh wait, let me just do it proper before I screw something up. Just save it to the right place, or I'll come back to this task tomorrow and I'll be looking where'd it go. Where are those files I know I worked on? Okay, it goes in the Paradise folder, which is the name of this level. It goes right here, M pickups 923. They are ready to split out and put into the game in a different session, not this one. I am tired. I'm tired. You gotta go easy on me. Alright. I made my fucking progress. God damn it. I made the progress. It was hard, but I did it. It was hard. It's hard. Now I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna have a little sip of tequila or something like that and watch some stupid TV and get mellow. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do right now. And I hope if you listen to this that you had a good time. And I'll talk to you later. Keep your eyes not all the way open unless you need them open, like wide open. Like if somebody just chopped off a parrot's head, then have those lids all the way open. But my tip is that everything goes better if your eyes are kind of most of the time half lid. Go 50%. That's my advice to you. See you now. Bye.